Welcome to practice this morning. We're going to begin in a seated position, and that can be whatever's comfortable for your legs. I just happen to be kneeling. You might need a chair for the practice if you like to use that to help you when we're doing our standing balance. And the blankets on. So in your seated position, close your eyes and gather your thoughts and feelings and awareness to yourself. It's noticing how you feel. Noticing each breath. And you're going to gently open your eyes and look at your right hand. Almost as if you were seeing it for the first time. And see how high your right hand can reach. And you might be able to feel, of course, that action is not just the right hand, but how much of your body is reaching. Feel the breath. Reaching as high as you can. And then we're going to take that right hand, the right arm, back as far as it'll go. Even keep turning as though you could see your hand. Maybe you can. Amazed at how your body feels, works. Good, and then come back to the center. And now your left hand. As though seeing it for the first time. And how high can that hand reach? Feeling your breath. Your whole body reaching the left hand. And then we're going to reach the left hand back. The whole body reaching the left hand. Feeling the flow of your breath as you look behind you. And reaching back to center. And rest your hand. Aware of the depth of your breath. Feel in your neck and shoulders where the tension starts to let go from that action. And then we'll take the right shoulder up to the ear and shoulder blade down. The left shoulder up to the ear and shoulder blade. And keep going from the side. And then take the arms out from the shoulders, palms up. And we're going to alternate side to side. Rotate the right shoulder forward and the palm up to the ceiling. And then reverse. Rotate the right shoulder back, the left shoulder forward. And from side to side. And exploring again as if you've never tried this movement before. Feeling your neck, upper back, your arms and hands. Enjoying the rhythm, the flow, the capacity of your breath. And then releasing. I'm going to lay down. Legs bent, feet hip width parallel. Take your arms overhead and really reach the belly long, the sides of your waist long, but relax your neck and your throat. Feeling the breath in your body. Good. As you exhale, press your lower back to the floor. As you inhale, lift your lower back from the floor. And keep alternating those movements. Or rather following the breath with the movement. Good. Now we're going to hold the spine to the floor. So press your lower back down and lift your legs off the floor so your knees are over your hips. Sorry, your feet off the floor so your knees are over your hips. Good. And we'll take the arms up now, straight up from the shoulders, arms up. And we're going to just make little movements. So the left foot's going to move away from center. The right hand's going to move away from center. And back to center. Right foot moves away from center. Left hand moves away from center. So we're not taking them all the way to the floor. And feel the core of your body. Press your lower back into the floor. Feel the flow of breath. Good. Put your feet back down and your hands on your belly this time. As you breathe, notice the movement of the belly. Let your spine find its natural, comfortable relaxation. Good. We're going to pick the feet up off the floor again, but bring the soles of the feet together. Heels as close to your body as is comfortable. Good. Bring the hands behind the back of your head, elbows out wide, and just enjoying the breath. Press your lower back to the floor. Lift your head and just a little of your shoulder weight off the floor so you can really feel your front core engaged. Nice. We're going to swing the legs a little to the right and the arms a little to the left. So it's as if your right elbow is moving towards your left knee. But these can be small movements. We want to, and then do the opposite, the other side. Good. Small movement. Keep your head relaxed in your hands. Feel the core of the body engaged without strain for the back. We're not trying to push or pull, just exploring. In tune with the flow of the breath. Checking that you don't push your head too hard with the strength of your arms. Nice work. And then release and hold your knees in so that your lower back really presses to the floor. Relax your belly. Enjoying each breath. Good. Bring the feet onto the floor, legs bent, and feet wide like the mat. We're going to gently let the legs fall to the left side. Maybe they reach the floor. Take a couple of breaths here and just let the body relax into this shape. Find that core awareness to lift the legs so that there's an ease for the spine. And then legs to the right side, and maybe they lay on the floor. Just a couple of breaths, letting the body open and lengthen where it wants to. Good, and then back to center, and we'll do one more each side. Let's really give in to the shape. Back to center. And knees to the right. Good, and back to center, and hug your knees into your chest, rocking a little bit from side to side. Good. We're going to come into an all fours position. Fingers out nice and wide, and make shoulder circles around your wrist. Noticing your hands again. And feeling what happens when you've got weight transferring around the wrist joints, the hand. If you can press a little more your fingerprints, base of your index fingers. Good. Tuck your toes under and lift the knees for downward facing dog pose. And we're going to swing the hips gently from side to side as you relax your head down. Find the flow of your breath. Enjoying the natural rocking movement that's side to side. Try lengthening a little the space between the ribs. You can almost think of it as taking weight out of one foot, one side and then the other. Good. And then we're gently going to walk forward until you can roll yourself up. All the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, arms up, and Tadasana. Great. Stand with your feet hip width, legs parallel. We're going to take the right arm up and really reach and look up. Oh, there it is. Okay. Relax your neck and bend a little to your left side. Now, don't go all the way you can, but really hold that feeling that the core of the body is truly supporting, and feel the right rib lengthen. Good, and then inhale. And come up. And release that side. Good. Left arm up. Look up. Really reach up. Reach up, reach up. Good, and then relax your neck. Okay, we're going to bend over to the right side. But concentrate more than going as far as you can on really feeling supported. Core of the body. Good. Let the left rib and between the ribs and the pelvis open a little bit more. Good. And then coming back up. You're feeling nice and long in the sides of the waist. Great. Bring your feet together. We're going to turn the right foot out. Now, this can be a balance, a one-legged balance, but you can grab hold of your chair if you need to. And I've just realised a building supply truck is delivering materials just outside behind the camera. Okay, so you can lift up your right leg if you have your balance, or you can keep your tiptoes on the floor. You might be able to put your foot on your left leg or even above the knee onto the thigh. So you could be holding the back of the chair or pressing the hands and drawing the shoulder blades down. Now we're going to lift the arms up and see if we can get that long feeling in the sides of the waist to draw the shoulder blades down. If you'd like to test your balance, see if you can look up at your hand. Maybe you stay looking forward and really reach. Good, and then release. And then we're going to turn the left leg out. So you can keep your tiptoes at the floor, you could hold the back of the chair, or you can try balancing your foot onto your right leg, or even on the thigh. Try taking the arms up by the ears. Really lengthen the sides of the waist. Draw the shoulder blades down. And if you really have your balance, you want to test that. Try looking up or stay looking forward. Good, and then releasing. Take Tadasana with your feet together. Classic Tadasana pose. Feel your feet and the connection to the floor. Relax the shoulder blades down. Relax the back of the neck, the throat, the face. Good. Bring the hands in front of your heart. And we're going to jump the feet out. A little bit wider than your leg is long. Great. Turn your toes out and drop the hips. But as you drop the hips, feel like you're really supporting the internal organs by lifting the pelvic floor. Pressing the hands, drawing the shoulder blades down. Feeling the connection of your feet to the floor. Good. We're going to take the arms up by the ears again. Really lengthening the sides of the waist. Good. And we're going to lean over to the right side a little. So again, you don't have to make it a really big movement, but really feel the support of the core of your body. And try to reach your left hand a little bit more so you really get that left waist lengthening. Good, and back up to center. So feeling strong in the core of the body, and lean to the left side, reaching the right hand. Good, and back up to center. Bring the hands back in front of the heart. Press the hands, drop the shoulder blades down. You can dip the hips a little bit lower, but lift the pelvic floor. Good. We're going to try and lift the heels up off the floor. And release. And straightening your legs. Turn the toes in. Good. Put your hands at your hips and just make little circles. The tailbone. Try and follow the tailbone around. Forward as well as back. And then the other direction. You might notice resistance. Of course, neck relax, shoulders relax, and find the flow of your breath. Good. And we're going to wave the torso forward, exhaling. And then inhale and roll up. And wave the torso forward, exhaling. And inhale and rolling up. So your knees can be a little bit bent if you have any vulnerability in your knees. Otherwise, you can be lifting your kneecap, waving forward with the exhalation. And inhaling and coming up. And one more. Beautiful. Put your hands down on the floor. If you don't reach the floor there, you can put your hands up onto your thighs. Turn your toes out again. And we're going to just rock gently the hips from side to side, bending one leg as necessary, straightening the other. Good. And then we're going to roll all the way up. Turn your toes forward. Take the arms up. Feel the length in the sides of the waist. Look up. Ah, really reach. Beautiful. And release. And you can step or jump back to put your feet under your hips this time. Tadasana. Close your eyes. Ah, feel the big lift in the front of the body in this time. And energetically, the shoulder blades draw down. We're going to turn around to the front of the mat now. Tadasana. Now you might need your chair if you like to hold on to that when you're stepping forward and back. Urdhva Hastasana. There's those hands. Reach up, look up. And as you exhale, Uttanasana. Good. Take a few breaths here. Balance, finding ease and length for your spine with stretching the back of the leg. So really try to look for that ease in your spine and maybe wriggling a little bit. Just sideways movement, wave-like movements might help. Good. We're going to place the hands down. Take the left foot back far enough so you can press the heel down onto the floor. Your feet are about hip width. Bend your front knee and look forward. See if you can make more space from the pelvis to the rib. Lengthen the breastbone, the collarbone forward. Enjoying the flow of the breath. Good. And then see how you go straightening your front leg. And we find in the posture we're balancing ease and struggle, letting them both exist. Good. We're going to step forward, lift up, and balance on the right foot. Bring your left foot in front. Maybe your tiptoes are on the floor, maybe your leg is lifting. You can even hold your knee or your foot. Good, and then releasing that side. Tadasana. Inhale, Anta. Urdhva Hastasana. And Uttanasana. Looking for ease in your spine, stretch in your leg, and step your right foot back so that the heel is pressing down onto the floor. Bend your front knee and reach the breastbone forward. Mm. Good. And then see how you go straightening the front leg, but we want to keep that feeling of ease along the spine. Don't want to go all the way to straight, but look for that feeling of the struggle of the stretch, where it feels intense. We notice our resistance, but also notice where the body wants to really feel more ease. Good work. And then we're going to step forward and lift up at the same time and balance on the left leg and the right foot in front. However you'd like to hold that. Your toes on the floor, just lifting the foot off the floor or holding your knee or your foot. Taking a moment. Good. And then Tadasana. Great. Now your feet are under your hips. Step them out so they're a little bit wider, not as wide as the mat, quite, and turn your toes out. Take your arms out in front. There's your hands again. We're going to squat. Keep your heels on the floor. Don't go further than your heels stay on the floor. Also, don't go further than your knees need to move. The hands are out in front as a counterweight. See how far you can travel without hurting your knees. Lift the pelvic floor, press into the heels, and lift up slowly. Nice. And again. So take it slow. As though doing the movement for the first time. Keep the heels down. See how far the sit bones will go towards the heels. Where do you have to transfer your weight to keep your heels on the floor? Lift the pelvic floor. Press into the heels and coming up. Good. And then release. And what we're going to do now is bring the heels a little bit closer. Still turn your toes out. And we're going to squat down as far as you can go, but let your heels do whatever they're going to do. And you might have your hands on the floor in front of you or on the seat of the chair. Good. So you're in your maximum squatting position, which might be somewhere more like here, where you're holding your legs strongly, but because of your knees, you can't go further. That's fine. But let's find an ease for the back. Whatever position you're in, think about lengthening the lower back, keeping space around your heart. Good. And we're just going to rock a little bit from side to side. So one knee forward, one knee back. Maybe you notice that the opposite heel gets closer to the floor. Good. Press the heels, lift the pelvic floor, and lifting up. Good. Let's take the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, look up, and Tadasana. Nice work. All right. Feet under the hips. We're going to take the arms behind, and you can take holding your wrists, forearms or elbows, or even prayer position. Feel the lift in the front of the body, look up. And as you exhale, we're going to come into a forward bend. Because of the way your arms are bound behind you, you can feel the back bend. So there's an ease to the spine with this arm position. Let your legs stretch where they need to. Keep reaching the breastbone forward, the top of the head forward. Good, and then bend your knee and inhale and rolling up and arms up. Urdhva. Tadasana. Great. And we're going to take a seat. However way that is comfortable. Whichever way that is comfortable. So cross-legged or semi-wide, whatever works for your knees. Let's take the arms out wide from the chest. And then cross your right upper arm over your left. As high above the elbows as you can. And see if you can reach your thumb or your face the palms there. And if your shoulders don't allow that, you can hold your shoulders. But we'll draw the shoulder blades down. And we're looking for length in the back of the neck. The shoulder blades down. Maybe lift the elbows a little. Looking up. Good. And then we're going to wave the spine forward and back. Imagine that what is leading the movement is the breastbone. Forward and back. Good. Up to center and unravel. Reach them out. And then right over left. And see how you go. If you're not touching your thumb or your palms there. Rest your shoulders. But we all want to make more space for the back of the neck. So draw the shoulder blades down. You feel free there, free to move. And we're going to wave the spine forward and back. And again, leading the movement with the breastbone. Good, back to center and release your arms and stretch them out wide. Look up. Feel the heart lift. Work. Sitting up onto your blanket, bring your feet out in front and hold your knees and lean back. Now we want to use the core awareness to find ease for the spine, real support. Now you can make this stronger by balancing and having your feet off the floor. So by all means do that. Otherwise, just keep your feet down. Okay. And then we're going to make little waves with the spine forward and back. See if you can make it the belly button leading the movement. Try to keep your legs parallel. Nice work. And bring both feet around to your right side. Stack your feet however it works for your knees. And you can always pull your blanket or double it over and have it just under the left hip bone. Bharadvajasana. We're going to turn to the left side. So we've been doing a lot of work on awareness of the core in today's practice. Let's see if we can feel what it is like to stretch that part of the body. So really reach back with your left rib, and you're trying to imagine lengthening from your right hip across the belly to the left rib. Take the left rib back, the left shoulder down, looking back over your left shoulder. Maybe if you lean back a little bit more, you increase the stretch in a way that feels favorable. Beautiful. And then releasing that side. And we're going to swing the legs around to the second side. You can try doing that without using your hands. No way. All right, so stack your feet so it's comfortable enough for your knees. Put enough support under your right sit bone. Feel like you're sitting with some ease and grace. Good, and we're going to turn to the right side. Okay, so we're really trying to stretch the belly, the sides of the waist here. So lead with your right ribs. See if you can get them to reach back a little bit. Notice what it's like to connect to your breath. You can always lean back a little more or sit up a little more to change how the posture is working for you. Neck and shoulders relax. Good. And then releasing. So that's a really nice stretch to remember when you feel like that part of your body, the core, the abdominal muscles are feeling really tight. Good. And then, of course, our floor twist. Such a beautiful posture. Take the arms out from your shoulders. And I just instinctively lifted my hips a little and rolled or slid on the skin between the shoulder blades, my head away from my feet so that I lengthen that middle part of my back and feel the shoulder blades really connect to the floor. Inside edges of the feet together, knees together. We'll lift the hips, swing them right, and knees are going to go. And maybe your legs lay down on the floor. Turn to look over your right shoulder and reach your right arm. Look at your right hand. Wiggle your toes. Feel your whole body engaged in posture and the vitality of the breath. Good. And then feel the core of your body as you lift back up. Lift the hips, swing them left, and the knees go right. And you're looking over your left shoulder. Feeling the flow of breath. Whole body. Where the body wants to lengthen, stretch, make. Good. And then aware of your core and lift the legs back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest, rocking the foot from side to side. Mm. If you would like to stay for Shavasana, lay your legs out too straight, make yourself comfortable. If you need to finish your practice now, roll to your right side and come up to seat. Namaste. See? So in Shavasana, we lay out as symmetrically, as balanced feeling as we can. Sometimes we might need a blanket under the thighs or under the head or over. Notice places in the body that could move a little more towards ease. Less action, more ease. And as each place in the body is mentioned, notice if that part of the body could move towards ease, beginning with your toes. The soles of your feet, arches of your feet, tops of your feet. Ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, hips, around the sacrum, buttock muscle, pelvic floor muscles, the belly, lower back, middle back, between your shoulder blades, between your shoulder blades and the ribs, around the breastbone, chest, heart, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palm, thumb, and fingers. The back of your neck and throat, face of your skull, scalp, forehead, around your eyebrows, between them, around your eye, your nose, sinus, around your mouth, lips, tongue, palate, jaw, feel the flow of breath in your easeful body, breath by breath. Become aware of the weight of your body, the substance, of the density of the body, the density of the breath. The feeling of breathing and of being breathed. Wiggle your fingers and toes, just feeling them for the first time. And then bending in your arms and your legs. Marveling at your movement as you roll to your side. And come up to sitting. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Take those feelings, the practice with you. Namaste.